Welcome to the Ultimate Science Quiz. Get ready to face 100 questions about biology, physics, chemistry, space and more. The questions will be basic, but you will have to answer them from your memory. Let's get started. First question. What planet is known as the Red Planet? Mars. What organ pumps blood throughout the human body? Heart. What is the chemical symbol for water? H2O. What is the powerhouse of the cell? Mitochondria. What force keeps us on the ground? Gravity. What do bees collect from flowers? Nectar. What planet has the giant red spot? Jupiter. What do we call molten rock underground? Magma. What is the process by which plants make food? Photosynthesis. What metal is liquid at room temperature? Mercury. What is the freezing point of water in Celsius? (0°C). What part of plants absorb water and nutrients? Roots. What is the unit of electric current? Ampere. Which blood cells fight infections? White blood cells. What gas do plants absorb? Carbon dioxide. What layer of Earth do we live on? Crust. What is the name of our galaxy? Milky Way. What is the speed of light in a vacuum? Almost 300,000 kilometers per second. What's the main gas in Earth's atmosphere? Nitrogen. What kind of energy powers nuclear reactors? Nuclear energy. What is the boiling point of water in Celsius? (100°C). What part of the body is responsible for breathing? Lungs. What is the center of an atom called? Nucleus. What do you call a scientist who studies weather? Meteorologist. Which organ controls the body? Brain. What is the outer layer of skin called? Epidermis. What planet is closest to the Sun? Mercury. What vitamin do we get from sunlight? Vitamin D. What is the name of NASA's famous space telescope? Hubble. What organ helps detoxify the body? Liver. What is the basic building block of matter? Atom. What gas do humans need to stay alive? Oxygen. What is the diagram of family traits called? Pedigree chart. What process turns solid into liquid? Melting. What's the scientific name for the voice box? Larynx. What type of energy comes from the sun? Solar energy. What is the Earth's only natural satellite? The Moon. What is the chemical symbol for iron? Fe. How many chambers are in the human heart? Four chambers. What is the pH of pure water? Seven. What device is used to look at stars? Telescope. What is the process of breaking down food called? Digestion. What's the name of the robot explorer on Mars? Perseverance or Curiosity. What do we call a reaction that gives off heat? Exothermic. What structure connects muscles to bones? Tendons. What color does litmus paper turn in acid? Red. What's the main part of blood that carries oxygen? Red blood cells. What part of eye controls light intake? Iris. What is the scientist who studies rocks called? Geologist. What simple machine is used to split objects? Wedge. What organ allows fish to breathe underwater? Gills. What's another name for table salt? Sodium chloride. What type of rock forms from lava? Igneous rock. What kind of scientist studies space? Astronomer. What do you call animals that eat only plants? Herbivores. What kind of energy is stored in a battery? Chemical energy. What is a frozen ball of gas, rock and dust in space? Comet. What organ produces insulin? Pancreas. What's the measure of how hot or cold something is? Temperature. What do we call tiny pieces of space rock that burn in our atmosphere? Meteors. What is the smallest unit of mass in metric system? Gram. What part of the brain is responsible for memory? Hippocampus. What is a material that doesn't conduct electricity? Insulator. What do we call a year with 366 days? Leap year. Who invented the telephone? Alexander Graham Bell. What is the name of the first artificial satellite? Sputnik. What happens when vapor turns into liquid? Condensation. What type of blood is universal donor? O negative. What planet has the most moons? Saturn. What planet spins the fastest on its axis? Jupiter. What gas do fire needs to burn? Oxygen. What part of the brain controls balance? Cerebellum. What's the name for stored computer memory? RAM. What is the thickest layer of Earth's interior? Mantle. What is the opposite of condensation? Evaporation. What system in the body controls hormones? Endocrine system. What unit is used to measure electrical resistance? Ohm. What happens when light bends through water? Refraction. What do we call materials that let electricity flow easily? Conductors. What part of the cell contains DNA? Nucleus. Who developed the theory of relativity? Albert Einstein. What is the name for large rocks in space between Mars and Jupiter? Asteroid belt. What's the Sun classified as? Star. What type of energy do solar panels convert into electricity? Solar energy. What part of cell stores energy? Mitochondria. What planet is furthest from the Sun? Neptune. Which state of matter has a fixed volume but no fixed shape? Liquid. What is the hottest planet in our solar system? Venus. What's the hardest natural substance? Diamond. What is the first element on the periodic table? Hydrogen. What gas is used in balloons to float? Helium. What are living things made of? Cells. Which vitamin is mainly found in citrus fruits? Vitamin C. What planet is tilted on its side? Uranus. What metal is the main component of steel? Iron. What type of energy does a moving object have? Kinetic energy. What natural resource is used to make glass? Sand. What do you call a chemical reaction that absorbs heat? Endothermic. What is the green pigment in plants that absorbs sunlight? Chlorophyll. What scientist is famous for gravity and the laws of motion? Isaac Newton. How many correct answers did you get? Let me know in the comments.